Hey, welcome back, everybody. So, before we get started, like always, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want. Let me know you have Tourette's, you don't have Tourette's. You want to know a little bit more in depth about me and my life with Tourette's. And always keep coming back for more. So, I want to go over some past stuff in my teen years. I was very insecure with my Tourette's back then. There was a lot of insecurities and kind of worries because, in the town I grew up in, I never really saw anybody with Tourette's. I never really come across too many people with Tourette's. And, you know, it kind of got me to wondering, like, what makes them better than me, or what makes them more special than me. Because of my Tourette's, like, that's the way I thought, and it really played a big impact on me back then because here I am twitching. Because, back then the medicine, like now the medicine works to where, like right now, like you can't tell I have it most of the time. But I mean, it still flares up. But back then, the medicine that I was on wasn't fully stopping it like now. So no matter what, I was twitching and I was twitching bad. So, with that, I had those worries like, what are people thinking about me? What are people saying about me when I'm twitching? You know, Luckily, like I've always said, the bullying never really happened, but I still had them insecurities of, are they thinking it? Are they wanting to say it? And all that. Because with my Tourette's, it just, I guess, like as a teen, like that's just something that it brought to me, or as a kid in general. And, what made them different than me, I really wanted to know because I knew there was something off. I just didn't know what. And, I think if I could have known what I know now, as far as like asking the doctor and all that, now I have a little bit more knowledge on it. Back then maybe I wouldn't have had, them insecurities, them, little thoughts here and there. Cause I always wanted to just make friends and fit in. But at the same time, I felt there was times where I won't fit in, or they won't accept me for who I am because of my Tourette's. They won't look past my Tourette's. Now, luckily, I've made a lot of friends over the years and having Tourette's, and they accept me for who I am. From day one, never really judged me. A lot of them from day one completely like never even brought it up. Like they just knew that was me, is what it is. And so it's really nice to have that, especially in your youth. For me, it was because it makes me feel more comfortable around them people, that I could let out, I could be who I am, and I don't have to worry about any kind of, sarcasm of at my expense, or any kind of jokes at my expense. So it definitely made it really a lot better. But that didn't mean there still wasn't them insecurities of the bad thoughts. And I think a lot of kids, and I think there's some adults out there too, maybe a lot, that can relate to that. And it's true. Like you're gonna have those insecurities. I'm almost positive most people with Tourette's going out and trying to meet somebody or make friends or whatever, going to social events where you never, met a lot of the people there. You're gonna have those insecurities. At least I did, and I have. Because you wanna be accepted for who you are, like I said. You want to be accepted for you as a human being. But because you twitch, because you make the noises, because flinging your head, your hands, your arms, whatever, like for me, mine's now, aside from the twitching the head and the making the noises, is I have a real aggressive cough. I cough really, really hard and really, really loud. And so, it brings attention onto me. And unfortunately, I got to try to play it off like, oh, I just have a chronic cough or whatever. But what's funny is like people start catching on when it's just repetitive and it don't stop. And a lot of the people, like where I work, most people at my work, they've caught on that that's what it is. So like nobody says nothing. Everybody just kind of plays it off like I'm not even coughing. So it really helps out, the insecurities in that aspect. Like it really makes me feel more comfortable. And it's good because I mean, I'm at work, it's a place I got to go to. I want to be able to feel comfortable. I want to be able to feel, wanted, I guess you would say. But outside of work, trying to make friends, I'll go even to the extent of trying to meet a woman, trying to meet a girlfriend. It's definitely been some iffy moments there. Like the girlfriend I got now, she sees it day in and day out when I'm at home. And she's took me for who I am, and that's great. But I've had ones in the past where like legit, because I had it, once they started noticing, like completely stopped talking to me. And it's like, it's stuff like that that really makes me feel some kind of way. Because it's like, okay, you stop talking to me. Like, it's just Tourette's. Like, it's not that big of a deal. At least I think that. Because I'm the one that has it. Like, I guess because me having it, like, I don't think nothing of it. I've had it for so long, too, from the age of 8, now 37. So I guess like that is also a thing. Like you meet somebody and then they just poof stop talking to you or whatever. You as a kid you're trying to make friends and you'll be hanging out with them and then they just disappear on you because they don't want to be seen with you doing that. It draws attention. And it really that insecurity aspect of it that really plays a part in it. Cause stuff like that just attaches to my insecurities even more. But thankfully now I don't have too many people that will, disappear on me or leave me alone, whatever, because of my Tourette's. And that's really nice. I really enjoy that because I think most people should be like that. Like, with how publicly open Tourette's is everywhere you look, whether it's YouTube, Google, movies, whatever, like I want it to be more acceptable, but yet there's still like that insecurity that even though it's acceptable or even though it's popular and everybody knows about it, there's still going to be that judging. There's still going to be that, whatever. And there's still going to be them times where you're in a situation where you're wanting to fit in, you wanting to feel comfortable. But because of my Tourette's, it makes it hard for me to feel all them feelings because I can't stop doing what I'm doing. Now in public, I've been able to control them a lot better than what I did in my teens. I've been able to control them to where it's not noticeable, but they still come out. And when they do, and I'm in a public area where there's a lot of people I don't know, like that's when it gets bad. It gets to the point sometimes where I won't go to events of a lot of people I don't know because if they start acting up, I'm already stressing a little bit that these people might see my ticks. And then if they start acting up and they're really staring at me, like it makes it worse. So there's numerous times I've avoided, events of groups of people I don't know just for the simple fact of my Tourette's. And, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, like it is, like I always said, it's me, it's who I am. Come with me, whatever. But I still can have those issues. And I wish they would go away, but I guess maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. But to be able to make friends that I've made over the years of having it, and then be able to stick around through the years, that's a big plus for me. Because then it's like, okay, some people out there really want, to look past my tics, to look past the fact that I have Tourette's, to the point where they completely ignore the fact that it's even happening. Because like I'm thinking, while it's happening, I'm like, these people got to like, calm down or whatever. But like they never ever do. And so having the friendships like that, it really makes that insecurities a little better around them. Not so much, other people, but when I'm around them, it kind of takes that thought away. So but that's it for this one. Stick around for more.